What is up, YouTube? So it's been about 2 months since the show, and I figured I'd do a little update on what I'm eating throughout the day and how many calories and macros I'm having. So you're gonna see in the bottom right of every meal, it's gonna tell you the macros breakdown and the calories, and then you'll see the total calories at night after I eat all this meal. But for starters, meal one, I have 5 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and a cup of spinach with 1 cup of oatmeal. So I usually do that every morning, and then I also take my vitamins every morning, and I take 1 capsule of apple cider vinegar and bitter digestion. That's my morning routine. I take those to make sure I digest better and that my systems are flushed out. I also have my digestive enzyme pill I take every single meal, which helps with digestion, gut health, and nutrition. So let's go, we'll go throughout the day, and I'll show you guys my next meal. All right, so now it's time for meal 2. I have all my prepped food ready to go. I prepped it during the week, so all I gotta do is pop it in the microwave and eat the food. So usually my second meal of the day, I have ground turkey. So I usually make it like a sloppy joe-like. So what I do is I put a little onion powder, garlic powder, Himalaya salt, pepper, a little bit of chopped up carrots, onions, and celery, just to give it a little flavor and texture. And I usually do about 7 ounces of 99.1% lean ground turkey. I usually get this at the little store, well, not the little store, it's called the Lidl store actually, for correction. And I do about 7 ounces. Then I do cold potatoes, red potatoes actually, because I want to get all the proper nutrition. When you heat in the microwave, the nutrition value goes down, and we want to absorb all the values of each food. I do about 7 ounces of red potatoes. And last but not least, you gotta have your veggies. So I have a lot of asparagus. It's a natural diuretic. It flushes me out. So I love asparagus. So I do about 60 grams of asparagus. If it ever works, there we go. I do about 60 grams of asparagus. There we go. So, meal 2. 99.1, 7 ounces ground turkey. Red potatoes, 7 ounces. 60 grams of asparagus, meal 2. All right, meal 3. So now we're going to the gym right after this meal. So what I do now before the gym is I implement more carbs. So before I was only consuming about like maybe 30 grams of carbs before the gym. Now we're consuming 50 more grams than that. So we're consuming around 80 to 89 grams of carbs before the gym, so we can carb up and we can get an awesome pump and an awesome workout. So for starters, we're gonna start off same thing, ground turkey, 99.1% lean, 7 ounces. Now we're gonna do for the rice. I usually prefer jasmine rice. I mean, you can do white rice, brown rice, doesn't really matter. But to me, my opinion, white rice or brown or jasmine rice is the most effective rice. So what I do is I do about 2 cups and 1/4 of jasmine rice. And the reason why we're implementing the higher carbs is so we can get more out of the workout, more carbs, more fuel. So boom. And then we got our 1/4 cup right here. And now we have our rice. Literally like a mountain, but you gotta fuel up before the gym because that's where we're going to perform best. Remember, we're tearing down the muscle in the gym and we want to fuel it, so we're gonna fuel it before the gym and we're gonna fuel it after the gym. So we got 7 ounces of ground turkey. We have a 2 1/4 cup of rice. And then last but not least, like I said, the last meal, asparagus is my vegetable I use because it's a natural diuretic. It flushes me out, and it also is healthy greens. So we want to be healthy. We want to have our vegetables in. So I make sure to have this with almost every meal besides my post-workout meal. That's the only meal I don't have it, but for the most part, I'm happy with every meal. So that's meal 2. That's meal 3. So meal 3, like I said, 7 ounces of ground turkey, 2 cups and 1/4 of rice, and 60 grams of asparagus. All right, so now it's time to eat this, chow it down, digest for about an hour. Then I'll have my pre-workout shake, and then we're ready to go to the gym. All right, now it's time to go to the gym. So the essentials before I go to the gym is 1UP Nutrition stim-free pre-workout. There's no caffeine in this, but it still does the same thing as any other pre-workout. Then I do Pure Rebuild, which is creatine, glutamine, EAAs, and many more different powders into one. So basically this is my creatine. So I have my pre-workout and my creatine together before the gym so that I can get that pump, that sensation throughout the gym and keep training hard and focusing on the muscle groups. So we usually do 1 scoop of, rainbow candy. And then we do 1 scoop of raspberry lemonade. So now, this pre-workout, I put this onto my clients, many of my friends, and the taste is sensational. If you ever had Skittles, this is literally Skittles in a drink. I drink this literally maybe a minute. It is extremely delicious. If you guys are interested in these supplements, stim-free pre-workout, Pure Rebuild creatine, go to 1UP Nutrition, use my code DannyShreds, save yourself 20% off, plus whatever sale is going on at the moment. Now it's time to go train some legs, and I'll see you guys after the gym for my post-workout meal. All right, so we just got back from the gym. This is meal 4. So usually as soon as I finish the gym, I have my 1UP Nutrition Whey Isolate. I either fluctuate from chocolate milkshake or vanilla ice cream. These are my 2 favorite. I do 2 scoops of this, so that's 25 grams of protein right here. And then I do 2 cups and 1/4 of rice. I have my digestive enzyme pill that I take with every single meal so that I can help with gut health and digestion and getting all the proper nutrition through the meal. And then I have my 16 ounces of water that I also have with the meal. So I'm gonna scarf this down and we're gonna keep trotting with these meals. All right guys, so now we're on to meal 5. So usually with meal 5, I do 93 7-ground beef. We do 50 grams of cream of rice, and we do 5 grams of almond butter. Honestly, during my prep, like the morning of the show, all I had was almond butter and rice cakes. I love almond butter. I've never had it before, but it is truly amazing. So what I usually do is I do, this turns on. I usually do my ground beef. I'll do 6 ounces of ground beef. Let me get my 6 ounces. 6 ounces of ground beef. We do 50 grams of cream of rice. Perfect. Like I said, we'll do 5 grams of almond butter. But what I also do on the cream of rice is I put Himalaya salt on it. It's actually for hydration. It keeps me hydrated throughout the day. I put this on everything that I usually eat, from the side dishes to the veggies. Everything I usually use pink Himalaya salt. But yeah, so if you want to know the macros for this, everything's going to be in the bottom right corner of every single meal. And then we'll go on to meal 6, the final meal of the night. Alright guys, now we are on to meal 6. So meal 6 is typically tilapia, lean white fish. I usually have about 7 ounces of it. So I use different seasonings than some people. My favorite seasonings is Himalaya salt. Like I said, I use this on everything, every single meal. I like garlic powder, onion powder, and then a little bit of lemon juice just to give that little lemon taste. Cook it, flip it. Then I'll have my veggies. I usually do 200 grams of mixed veggies, throw in the microwave, and that would be my meal for the night, the last meal, which is right around 9 o'clock. Then I'll take my vitamins. I take CQ10, fish oil, evening prism oil, and a baby aspirin. So I make sure I have my vitamins at night before I go to bed. And like I said, this is the last meal of the night, which is going to be tilapia and mixed veggies. So I'm gonna cook this up, show you guys how I do it, and I'll show you guys the final product. Alright guys, so this is the final product. We have 7 ounces of tilapia. We have 200 grams of mixed veggies. We have my digestive enzymes pill. Like I've stated many times in many videos, if you have a problem with gut health, digestion, or being flushed out, I recommend these. I take these before every single meal. I recommend this to my family, my friends, and my clients. This has literally helped me with my gut and my digestion. I have my 16 ounces of water. I take those vitamins before I go to sleep, and as you can see, 9 o'clock is the last time I eat, which is meal 6. Now, after all the meals I've eaten today, I have consumed 2,984 calories. Now, my macros, which is my proteins, carbs, fats, are protein 291, carbs 337, and my fats 48. So as you can see, I'm not going crazy right now with food. I'm staying at a maintenance. So if you guys are interested in wanting to see more about how I cook my foods or how I prep my foods throughout the week, just let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next YouTube video.